Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Clerk, can you please report on the certification of Mayor Elsie Foster, Councilperson-elect Matthew Hirsch, and Councilperson-elect Jason Polsonek?
It is my pleasure to report that the Middlesex County Board of Elections has certified that the election of Elsie Foster as mayor, Matthew Hirsch and Jason Polsonek as members of the Borough Council of the Borough of Highland Park. Once they have subscribed to the oath of office and allegiance, they are qualified to assume their duly elected positions on the governing body.
And now we're going to have what's a little technical difficulty. And now we're going to have the oath of office and the allegiance administered to Mayor-elect Foster by Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman. And I'm going to ask my son Brandon, my mom, my partner Everett to come up and help swear me in.
Good way to put it.
Repeat after me. I,
Elsie Foster,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully
impartially, and justly
impartially and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of the office
Highland Park Borough Mayor
of Highland Park Borough Mayor,
according to the best
according to the best
of my ability.
of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the
of the
Constitution
State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear
and that I will bear
true faith and allegiance to the same,
true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God. And now, after my documents are signed, my council colleagues, my running mates, are going to also be sworn in by Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, Councilman-elect Hirsch, and can you please come up? And his family.
I
I, Matthew Hirsch,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of the office
of Highland Park Borough Council Member
of Highland Park Borough Council Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear
and that I will bear
true faith and allegiance to the same,
true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
And another oath will be administered to Councilmember-elect Jason Poston. Can his family please come up?
Let Daddy put his hand on it. Let Daddy put his hand on it. I, say your name,
I, Jason Postelnick,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all of the duties
perform all of the duties
of the office
of the office
of Highland Park Borough Council Member
of Highland Park Borough Council Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear
and that I will bear
true faith and allegiance to the same,
true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Call to public open meetings statement. This statement is called in order in attendance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, the Highland Park Planet on December 6, 2023, and was posted on Borough Hall website at www.hbborough.com and on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, 221 South Fifth Avenue, Highland Park, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Mom, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now I'm going to ask Pastor Seth Cavalier for invocation.
First, I'd like to just say on behalf of the Reformed Church of Highland Park, we are deeply, we are so proud that somebody who grows closer to God and to neighbor with us week in and week out here in our community as now the mayor of our town. It really means a lot, this whole process. Let us pray. Almighty God, you tell us we can come to you with whatever's on our mind. You receive our adoration and thanksgiving and also our asking and our pleading, our desire to see your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Today, as Mayor Foster is sworn in as mayor, we begin by giving you thanks and praise. Thank you for being the creator, redeemer, sustainer of all things, and thank you for the ways these truths are realized in our local life. Thank you for bringing this little town found in the crowded state of New Jersey into being. Thank you for the ways it's been a sanctuary for so many of us, a place set apart for us from diverse communities to practice giving and receiving love. We thank you for the many decades that Mayor Foster has lived here, benefiting from the wisdom, challenges, diversity, reasonability, and kindness experienced in this town. Thank you for the ways that Mayor Foster's family has grown in this place, in educational settings, religious settings, multicultural settings. Thank you, O God, that you are God and that you shower all of us, including Mayor Foster, with your blessings. And, O God, we thank you, too, for the ways that you raised up Mayor Foster from among the community to lead it in governance. Thank you for years of commitment and engagement as a council member, for the trials and tribulations, the joys and exhilaration of leading. Thank you for Mayor Foster's wisdom garnered not only through years of diligent learning on the job here, but also by the wisdom garnered in interesting and meaningful professional settings, regionally, nationally, and globally. God, we acknowledge, too, that Mayor Elsie's leadership skills, her confidence, her fearlessness, and her willingness to learn from others is not all the result of gifts that you've planted in her here in Highland Park or through her professional work. Her dear family, here and in Jamaica, have been the bedrock upon which she's built her house and developed her wisdom and understanding. And we give you thanks and praise for her family. Oh God, as Mayor Foster leads us this year and into whatever is after this, we ask that you will continue to be her guide. May she take actions on behalf of the community that are informed by her deep connection with you. And may the fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control continually flow. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
And now it's time for me to introduce my newly sworn council members. Councilmember Hirsch and Councilmember Kostanek. We have a resolution that requires separate reading. Clerk, could you please report on 1-24-1, resolution to adopt rules of order?
Motion to adopt or reject?
No, we can't do that. I forgot to talk about the roll call. Can we have a roll call, please, Clerk?
Mayor Foster?
Here.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Here.
Councilman George?
Here.
Councilman Hale?
Here.
Councilman Hirsch?
Here.
Councilwoman Kim Chopin? Councilman Pistonik?
Here.
Borough Attorney Schmier?
Here.
Borough Administrator Rivera? Here.
Now it's time for me to introduce the newly sworn council member, Councilmember Hirsch and Councilmember Kostanek. We have a resolution that requires a separate reading, and that's Resolution 1-24-01, resolution to adopt rules of order. Motion to adopt?
So moved.
Reject.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Resolution 1-24-02, resolution to adopt mission statement of the Borough of Highland Park. Motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
And now it's that time for us to decide who is going to nominate our council president for 2024. Councilwoman Canavera,
I nominate Matthew Hirsch been a pleasure to work with him the last 12 years in every aspect of this town.
And I'll second that. He's a great guy. I'm very proud to be up here with him.
Motion that nomination be closed?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. And now we're gonna do a, okay, that's it, one roll call. Resolution required separate reading. Resolution -124-03, resolution to establish 2024 standing committee. Motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt. Second.
Roll call?
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Okay. And now it's time to hear a little bit of something from me. It's time for the mayor's annual State of the Borough address. And a motion to spread the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Clerk, do we need a roll call? Clerk, do we need a roll call on this one?
You do a roll call.
Roll call?
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Excellent message for 2023 and an even better one for 2024. Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Consent agenda items for resolutions. May I have a motion to adopt or reject the following consent agenda items, 14A to 14J.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Housing Authority member, William Rainwater and Ruby Hope. Mayor appoint,
Number 15.
number 15. Mayor appointment to the following: ADA Coordinator Scott Brusher, Library Board of Trustees, Council Rep Phil George. Motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman George?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Mayor appoints the following: Arts Commission, John Marion. Annie Paula, Arts Commission. Board of Health, Sarah Kelly, Beth Stevens, Diane Hamlet, Sarat Brosser, Ethan Schoolman, Board of Ed. CBDG Advisory Committee, Deborah Morgan, Edward Prince. Commission to Universal Access, Dan Betty, BOE member, and Pat McKenna, alternate 2. Community Response Team, James H. Polos, Bruce Nadler, Susan Winter, Shelley Ann White, Rodolfo Giuliani, Nancy Wolf, Alyssa Kaplan, Pamela Ostock, Brian Dukas, Officer Jason Culver, Officer Guy Palumbo. Community Food Pantry, Bruce Bush, Susan McKinnon, Lynette Pratt, Kathy Lombardi, Evelyn Sadeghi, Nancy Lord, Laura Kornfeld, Janice Ballou, Miriam Lefowitz, William Winfrey, and Scott Bernstein. To the Emergency Management Council, James H. Polos, Lieutenant Satchal, Chief Richard Abrams, Mordecai Gershon, Fire Chief, Norm Shammy, Fire Department, William Hines, First Aid Squad, Scott Brescher, Code Enforcement, Kathleen Smith, Health Officer, Terry Jover, Administration, Christina Suka, Superintendent of School, Michael Wertzowitz, Director of Public Works, Kim McGraw, Director of Community Services. Appointment to come to Public Safety Committee. Jacqueline Vasquez, Borough Hall Rep, Kim McGraw, Community Service Rep, Terry Jover, Health Insurance Commissioner, Michael Wertzowitz, DPW Rep, Richard Abrams, DPW Rep, Officer Brian O'Mara, PBA Rep. Jennifer Smith Mullins, Library Rep, Emma Van Thun, alternate insurance commissioner, Edward Carson, PDWA rep, Nicole Huff, Teamsters rep, Norm Shammy, fire department, tour ethics board, Jordan Siegel, Linda Tandow, Paul Ramos, Chris Rasmussen, to Highland Park give a hoot, Evelyn Sedeghi, James H. Polos, William Winfrey, Michael Buckman, and Kamar Russo. Highland Park Fire Department, Solomon Levy. Highland Park Wellness Committee, Dr. Patricia Whitley Williams, Dr. Elliot Frank, Dr. Karen Avery, Dr. Bruce Fisher, Chris Woodard, Elizabeth Asamosa, Ashton Burrell, Pastor Greg McClendon, Aidan Hussain, Dr. Norma Bowe, Father Abram Luther, Josh Bazansky, Dr. Cliff Lacey, Officer Gaetano Palumbo, Eric Gonzalez, Bruce Byer, Elena Bohm. Mental health. Officer Brian O'Mara, Karen Jacobitz, Nicole Huff, social worker, Dr. Norma Bowe, Elizabeth Asamosa, Ashton Burrell, team center coordinator, Ken Kessel, Alana Bowman, Ruth Byer, Office of Municipal Alliance, Officer Brian O'Maria, Marilyn Cruz, HB Board of Health Chair, Christina Suka, Highland Park Superintendent, Karen Lane, Board of Health, SAC member, Elizabeth Asamosa, HBEA rep, Ashton Burrell, Youth Services Health rep. Irene Marks, Kim McGraw, adult rep, Hayden Singh, Mayor Foster appoint Public Safety Chair Committee. Public Information Commission, Anna Van Dermen, Board of Health. Recreational Advisory Committee, Kate Pace, Ryan Potter, Kenneth Haskin, Andrea Alexander, Nicholas Cambisis, Deborah Hare, Alex Duncan, Judy Davis, Sean Harrison, Jay Weinberg, Dove Fine, Mark Rubin. Rehabilitation and Redevelopment Screening Committee, Rebecca Hirsch, Rob Rosner, Wolfram Hoffer, Rebecca Hand. Rent Control Board, Todd Murder as an alternate member, tenant. Shade Tree Advisory Committee, Roseanne Baru, Paul Sauer, Aileen Coffey, Karen Swain, Melanie McDermott, Christy Van Horn, Marcia Schiffman, Margaret Ingrate, Karen Rabe, William Solik. Sustainable Highland Park, Paul Sauer, Irene Rayner, Wendy Rosen, Olivia Park, Rosa Di Lorenzo, Irene Marks, Tina Weishaus, Claudia Faber, Mark Lesko, and Christopher Perez. To the Zoning Board and Boards of Adjustment, Robert Flesher, alternate number 1. William Winfrey Alfred, alternate number 2. Motion to confirm?
Motion to confirm. Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yeah.
Councilman Ford?
Yes.
Councilman Hill?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Mayor's appointment to the following: Human Relations Commission, Nikki Santoni, Board of Health, Library Board of Trustees, Norma Krieger, Michael Rodriguez, HB School Board Rep, Ronald Wong, Mayor's Designee. Planning Board, Matthew Hale, Class 5, Rebecca Hen, Class 5, Robert Brusher, Class 5, Patrick Millay, Class 1. That is no confirmation necessary. Resolution requiring separate reading. Resolution 1-24-14, a resolution to appoint council rep to the planning board. Councilmember Matthew Hale.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt?
Yes. Motion to adopt. Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman York?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Abstain.
Vote for yourself.
It's okay.
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik.
Yes.
1-24-15, resolution designating council rep to the Middlesex County CDBG Committee, Councilwoman Stephanie Kim Chohan.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman Ward?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
Resolution 1-2416, resolution to adopt 2024 municipal and water sewer temporary budgets. Roll call.
Motion?
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
Second?
Roll call.
Councilwoman Canavera?
Yes.
Councilman Ward?
Yes.
Councilman Hale?
Yes.
Council President Hurst?
Yes.
Councilman Pistonik?
Yes.
And now it's time for me to share with you a little bit about our borough. And I'll start off by saying good evening, Highland Park.
Good evening.
I want to offer a warm welcome to Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, Assemblyman Karavinchik, Assemblyman Stanley, Senator Dykeman, and my mayor in East Brunswick, Brad Cohen, who had to leave, but he wanted us to come up tonight. Good evening, all. I choose my words very carefully when I say that because I deeply, deeply believe that this role is a great honor and an exceptional opportunity and a true privilege. So first and foremost, I want to start my address with a heartfelt thank you to the residents of Highland Park that have entrusted me with this responsibility. I would not be in this position if it wasn't for the help of a few people who have given me this experience, training, encouragement, and support to take this role and this responsibility. I am grateful to you, former mayors Merrill Frank, Gabriel Mittler, for your mentoring over the past 2 decades, and especially over the past 12 months. Thank you. I have grown immensely and learned a whole lot from the constructive partnerships I enjoy with my fellow council member, Councilmember George, Councilmember Hale, Councilmember Hirsch, Councilmember Stephanie Kim Chohan, Councilmember Canavera, and Councilmember Jason Polstenik. Together, we have accomplished a great deal as a team, and I look forward for many more milestones in the year ahead. I just want to say again, thank you. Most of all, I must express my heartfelt and humbly thank you to my family, to my son Brandon, to my sister Judy, they came in from Florida, to my nephew and my sons, Travis and Tashawn, to my cousin Jerome, they came all the way from the island of Grenada. Thank you. To my Aunt Betty and my cousin Raquel, my cousin Myrna, and all my family who took time out of their busy schedule to be here, and especially to my partner Edward. You have enabled me to accomplish all that I have that in my work in public service that is important to me. While fulfilling my dreams, to be a trustworthy, supportive, and a loving daughter, sister, and mother. You have encouraged me in every step of the way in my journey, from PTO secretary to councilwoman, and now to mayor. Thank you. On this occasion of the State of the Borough Address, I take a moment to celebrate our successes in 2023. Take a look ahead of our big plans for 2024, and then conclude with just a couple more thank yous. In Highland Park in 2023, the mayor and council devoted countless hours and great efforts to increase affordability, maintain and improve infrastructure for our residents, and create a sense of community. In 2023, we kept our promise and welcomed a new supermarket, Super Fresh, to our town. They are renovating the property, the old Stop and Shop property now as we speak. And quite frankly, it needed a lot of work. So another woo-hoo!
Yay!
The leaders of Superfresh have told us that they expect that our new Highland Park supermarket will be open to the public by Memorial Day of 2024. That needs a big We welcome a few new businesses to Highland Park, including Global Grace Cafe, Global Grace Market, Anja, Barbie Fit Studio, and Salonica Greek Store. We were excited to see new business move to locations in town and help them grow their customer base. It is delight to see the new energy at Elkanon Greek Deli and Restaurant and the Park Med Spa. And we are happy that two new businesses have announced plans to join us in our commercial community in 2024. And these businesses are Getty's Restaurant coming into North 4th Avenue and Me Too Tea Cafe coming to Raritan near South First. With an eye towards upgrade in service and infrastructure, we implemented a borough-wide water replacement meter program, made improvements to many roads. We also enhanced recreational facility with pickleball courts, tennis courts, and improved walking trails in Donaldson Park, and have engaged in a thorough commercial and residential property revaluation process in 2022. We saw the fruits of our labor with lowered property tax in 2023. The Woodbridge Avenue Neighborhood Preservation Program, also known as the NPP program, administered $70,000 in commercial facade and technical assistant grants to 10 businesses, installed 5 new streets mural near Malamat Woodrock Park by local artists, and hosted a handful of outreach events to reach residents, business, and property owners. Worked on this grant will continue into 2024. With thanks from our Human Relations Commission for their partnership, we brought communities together with flag-raising events. Pride Month, Juneteenth, Caribbean Heritage Month, Latina Heritage Month, and an Israeli Independence Day. We also drew the community together on a very short notice in early October for a prayer vigil that brought out hundreds of people in response to the vicious attack on Israel over the Simchat Torah holiday. As we begin this new year, we have a few top priorities. We're looking to continue our efforts to support, guide, and feedback as Super Fresh Grocery Store gets settled into Highland Park. And a part of that support will take the form of a supermarket advisory committee. I welcome community members who would like to serve on this committee. Please contact Harry Glazer if you're interested in serving. So you can reach Harry Glazer at hbborough.com. We are eager to see the completion of the Highland Park Public Library renovations, which has been made possible by a construction bond grant for renovation, which also includes a complete redesign as well as new lighting, furniture and technology infrastructure upgrades. This should be completed by spring of 2024. The library also undertook further renovations, which is funded by a generous grant by the Kushner Legacy Project and supported by donors. This improvement will include new meeting room upgrades and installation of an exterior porch on North 6th Avenue. We will be devoting a lot of time this year, a lot of time to redevelopment of our downtown. A lot of time to redevelopment of our downtown. Following the plans, we will put together in the next few years. This will be done with a considerable input from our residents. And I just want to emphasize that a considerable input from all residents. This plan calls for a significant changes to properties on Lower Raritan Avenue in the interest of creating more jobs, greater variety of housing stock, a broader diversity of business on our main street. To accomplish this aim, we will be working with the Economic Development Team in Middlesex County, along with our representative in Trenton, some who are here tonight, and in Washington, D.C., to take advantage of funding opportunities and partnership possibilities. At the same time, we remain focused on enhancing the quality of life for Highland Park and creating more options for recreational, exercise, and community activities. We will be developing a unified river trail, improving our open space and pocket park. With the help of New Jersey Department of Transportation, we will be addressing Upper Raritan Avenue that has had a significant high rates of accidents. I want to repeat this because this is something that is very important, that we will be working with DOT to address the Upper Raritan that seems to be accident prone, and with our state partners to make sure that we can address that particular area with many traffic calming devices. We will also advance the vision of creating a true town square by moving ahead with the plans to open a portion of the block of South 3rd Avenue and Raritan Avenue. All this work we continue to invite the public, and whenever feasible, to seek to incorporate their ideas into this plan. As I look ahead to our work in 2024, I am quite mindful that our progress is built on reliability, integrity, and dedication of our core borough departments and their staff. For 2023, as we look back at 2023, let me share with you some of the accomplishments that our staff did. Our fire department responded to 469 calls this past year. Everything from car fires, brush fires, hazardous material calls to house fires. They were also regularly present at major events and taught public safety practices in different schools during Fire Prevention Month in Highland Park. Thank you, HB Fire Department. Our police department addressed 23,400 calls for service in 2023, which included 1,100 responses to call from medical assistant and a 250 high visibility details. They conducted 1,200 direct patrols in the borough. This is very important. They conducted 1,200 direct patrols of borough houses of worship in response to concern raised from international and domestic events. Thank you, HBPD. And I just want to give an extra thank you because look in the back of the room. It seems like they're all here tonight. Thank you so much. Our Department of Public Works collected residents and business trash and recycling 260 days in 2023. They also responded to calls of fallen tree branches, down power line, traffic concerns, potholes, and other matters that presented a danger to the public. When winter weather arrived, they provide snow and ice removal for over 31 miles of roads, municipal parking lots, public sidewalks in Highland Park. Thank you, DPW. Our first aid squad was there for our residents when they encountered emergencies and get them fast and skilled assistance as they needed it during 2023. The volunteers exercised professionalism, discretion when addressing calls for help. They too are a regular presence at all our public events. Thank you, Highland Park First Aid Squad. One of the offices that we offer is the Office of Emergency Management, OEM. And they are there when the call is made. If there's a fire and someone needs assistance, the Office of Emergency Management, along with our community response team, are always there to assist residents no matter what the emergency or the crisis may be. And I just want to say thank you so much to the Department of OEM and CERT in Highland Park. Thank you for all you do. I cannot begin to recount the many programs and services overseen by the staff of our Highland Park Community Center. For example, responsiveness to challenges in town. When Stop and Shop closed in the spring of 2023, it was the community center staff that rose to the challenge and quickly developed a schedule of weekly bus trips for our seniors to area supermarkets. Over the past 9 months, they have offered dozens of trips, enabling seniors to get their groceries and their much-needed item. They did so with so much care and compassion. Thank you, Department of Community Service. The Highland Park Public Library hosted over 7,569 people at 360 programs and outreach events throughout the year. at their location at the library as well as the satellite's location because of our renovation programs. They welcome over 600 new members to the library in 2023. The library also circulated 102,549 items this past year, and the staff also answered over 700 references questions from our community. Thank you, Highland Park Public Library. The staff in the Borough Clerk's Office, Code Enforcement, Borough Administration Office, and our Tax and Sewer and Water Department interact with our residents on a daily basis, addressing issues on a wide range of issues for residents and business needs and concern. For many residents, business owners, and contractors, these 4 offices, all based in Borough Hall, are the very face of Highland Park. And their professionalism and diligence makes a big difference in many people's lives. Thank you, Borough staff. When we talk about the Teen Center, Zone 6, affectionately called Zone 6, we are talking about the effort of one part-time staff member, Ashton Borough. And those efforts are truly, truly exceptional. Ashton mentors dozens of teens each year, provides them with top-notch vocational training, encounters with state and local government officials, business coaching, and other forms of support, enabling these teens to realize their potentials. Thank you, Ashton. Okay, I've said a lot of thank you, but just one more. I promise. Highland Park is blessed with dozens of residents who devotes countless hours by serving on our many boards, commissions, and committees. They address many vital concerns from urban forestry to sustainable environmental practices, from municipal communication to intergroup relations, from zoning and planning and public health, from emergency responses to food aid for those amongst us with less means, and so much more. Thank you to all you amazing, super amazing volunteers. Please give your When I reflect on the many positive stats, staff, services, and volunteers of our town, I am awed by how much it takes to keep things running well in Highland Park. Thank you. We in the governing body realize that we stand on the shoulders of so many who are often doing some truly remarkable and are often unsung work to make our town safer, healthier, more cohesive, more forward-thinking, and more compassionate, and more inviting. While the mayor and borough council gets the pressure and the applause and the high visibility, it is the countless small decisions, seemingly routine projects, and quiet heroes that make this town the gem that it is. So, as we step forward into 2024, we realize that we're here we realize that we will have formidable challenges, but with the commitment, dedication of our essential partners, we are absolutely confident that we will succeed to do great things for Highland Park in 2024. Remember, my tagline on my page says, "We are Highland Park, a small town with a huge heart." Thank you. At this time, we pause to see if there are any public comments or public discussion. See that there's none, we're going to conclude, and I'm going to ask my favorite rabbi to come up and give us the benediction.
Mazel tov. Friends, as we conclude this beautiful evening, let's say a word of thanks. Thank you to Mayor Elsie Foster for being a true leader and a great source of comfort and friendship to all of us. We all live in stories. Thank you for making Highland Park a great story. May God bless our newly inaugurated Mayor, Elsie Foster, and Council President Matthew Hirsch, and Councilperson Jason Postelnik, together with all who serve in elected positions in our community. May our guardian watch over all of you. May he give you strength in difficult decisions and comfort in challenging moments. May God inspire you always to walk in God's ways, guided by principles of goodness and righteousness and truth. May God prosper the work of your hands. And we add blessings to God for giving us life and sustaining us and for enabling us to reach this day. May God bless Highland Park, the state of New Jersey, and may God bless America.
Amen.
And now, with such great lessons from beginning to end, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Our next council meeting is scheduled for January 16th at 7 p.m. at Borough Hall. Thank you all so much for coming, and thanks for all your support. Looking forward to working with you throughout the year.